Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday, only here on YouTube. We'll be joining Oldies and More Radio beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 midnight. Oh, gonna be one of those days here. 9 to 12. Although I'm a little bit late, I apologize for that. I'm not gonna say who the person was or who the listener was, but it was when I get records from 1965 that might be in my 60's collection that are like transitional, they can be problematic to find because they're not filed in my 50s stuff, and I don't know where it is, but I wasted too much time today to do it. So it wasn't, I'm not going to say who it was, but that person will know who they are. But I will find that record, I will. But I apologize for being late. My father even offered to file. So here's the problem. The problem is I probably have about vocal group records. How many are in the Kreider book? Because I have probably 90% or more, somewhere between 90 to 94%, somewhere in that area of all the records in the Kreider book. So a lot of them, when I started collecting, I've cleaned them and I put them in green sleeves and they're filed away. A lot of them have been played over the last few years and have not yet gone back into the collection where they were. So they are in boxes of 200 alphabetized. Others are not. I pulled out 521 for the Relic Countdown we just did. That was a big success, by the way. And others, all the others, including miscellaneous and other R&B things, they're in maybe 200 or 300 boxes, those white 45 boxes, by letter. So when somebody requested a group that starts with M, I might have about 10 boxes, 10 or 12 boxes of M's that I have to look for. They're not in any order. I used to have things in label order, but that was a problem because if you requested something, Chris Powell and the Blue Flames or whatever that I didn't clean yet, that was in my Columbia section. I don't know, how many Columbia boxes I had? Tons and tons of Columbia boxes, so it's hard to find. So anyway, I don't want to babble on here, but that's the problem. The problem is finding the original 45s. And so that's why the Thursday show is going to be cool because I'm going to play all 78s. I'm going to pick them. And I'm going to pick records that I've never played on the show before or records that I have maybe played in the past that I don't have on 45, and they came out on 45s, but they're so rare I don't have them. But that's going to be the Thursday show. But sometimes with a request show, especially with records, it takes a long time to pull the records out, as some of you know. Some of you that host shows know it takes a long time. But anyway, that's beside the point. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you waited. And I'm glad I had a long instrumental there for this. And I feature this tenor sax man from Greensboro, North Carolina, a lot of times here to open up the Vinyltreasure show. He was the older brother of Arthur Prysock, talking about Red Prysock there. You know his signature song, which that record sounded a little bit like, maybe just a little, song called Hand Clappin'. We heard his follow-up to Hand Clappin', his 7th release, 7 of 20 on the Mercury label, from November 1955. Red Prysock on Mercury with Short Circuit. I may have played that for Big Dave Swinger about a year ago. I think he requested that record. But I recently had that in my hand, thank you, Bill, to play that 45. So that's a cool opening saxophone. And the flip is excellent too. But anyway, got lots of requests for tonight. Some, I added a few things, and I added a few B-sides. But let's start it off here. This is actually, open up the vocal portion here, with a B-side from last week. It's the debut single for this group, from Harlem, New York. Now, last week, listener Paul Michelle requested the B-side of the 45, a song called My Darling to You, but I really couldn't resist to play the A-side of the 45. It features Ernest Harrison on lead. It's their first of 3 on Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. So our opener tonight, vocal opener, June 56. The Bop Chords on the Holiday label with Castle in the Sky.
Oh, I got a castle in the sky, built for you, dear, just for you and I.
A castle in the sky. I wonder why that you're my love to be, and you will always be in my heart. A castle in the sky makes me realize that you're the one for me, and you will always be in my heart. I'll be the king, dear, you'll be my queen, and then my darling. Oh, castle in the sky makes me realize that you're the one for me, and you will always be in my heart. I'll be the king, dear, you'll be my queen, and then my darling. Oh, castle in the sky makes me realize that you're the one for me, and you will always be
Castle in the Sky, those are the Bop Chords. That's their debut single on the Holiday record label from June 1956, that release date. Castle in the Sky is the name of the tune, and three great records they do on the Holiday record label. Let's do one more up-tempo here. This is a flip side from last week. I played a request for listener Mnon. He requested the debut single for this group, first recording for Morty Craft's Melba record label, and featured the ballad for Mnon last week called The Eyes of an Angel. I think Liam in Australia, or maybe Daryl, somebody requested the flip side of the 45. Tony C, I think. Liam and Tony C. It is a frantic up-tempo tune featuring the unmistakable falsetto lead of Marshall Samples. So we'll send it out to Liam and Tony in the UK, and also Daryl Letts. This is September 56, The Legend on the Melba label. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. The Legends. As Marshall Samples and the Legends there, September 1956. It's on Morty Craft's Melba record label out of New York City. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. We'll send that one out to Liam and Tony C. and Daryl Letts. And you know, we count down the music chronologically here on the 50s edition, and on at least on the Saturday show, and we go way back for this one, way back, and fill a request for listener Bill Schmaltz, who I saw in our YouTube chat. I'm going to say hi to Bill in Florida. This group out of Indianapolis, Indiana. How many of you like coffee? How many of you like coffee? I know I like coffee. I usually have 2 giant mugs in the morning. Gosh, I need it because I don't get enough sleep as it is. Need something to wake me up. But let's go way back for this song, recorded July 16th of 1940 and first issued on the Decca label in November of 1940. Came out on a 78, but then released in a box set in August of 1946. I think it was like a 4-box set. And probably, you know, those booklets, those 78 booklets that were, I don't know, I have a number of them in my collection there, but at first came out on a 78, but I guess it was released multiple times, and this one that I have, this copy on Decca, came out in September of 1950 as part of that box set. This was Decca number 9-23633. It features Deke Watson on lead. This is from September of 1960 by request for Bill Schmaltz. The Ink Spots on the Decca label, an early sound. It's called Java Jive for Bill.
coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, boy. I love jabber, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot, now pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, slip me a slug from the wonderful mug. I'll cut a rug till I'm stuck in the jug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, Boston beans, soybeans, green beans, cabbage and greens. I'm not keen upon a bean unless it is the cheery, cheery bean, boy. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber jive and it loves me. Coffee and the tea and the jabber and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, yeah. I love jabber, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot, now pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, yeah. Oh, throw me that slug from the wonderful mug. I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in the jug. Drop a nickel in the pot, Joe. I take 'em a slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber and me. Yeah. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boom.
Yeah, that's going out to Bill Schmaltz, the sound of the Ink Spots there. Deke Watson and the Ink Spots, September 1950. That's an early one there on the Decca label called Java Jive. Now, the song was first done by the Four King Sisters. They released theirs in June of 1940 on the Bluebird record label. Let's move into 1953 now with a flip side from last week. And a request for Liam in Australia featured this group from Detroit. Their first of five on Sid Nathan's deluxe label. A song called Not a Hand to Shake. That was requested by listener Mike Sape, who I saw in chat. Say hello to Mike Sape in Connecticut. Now, Liam requested the flip side, a side written by John Van Battle. It features Joe Murphy on lead. Let's go to October 1953. Give a listen to the Five Jets. The Five Jets on deluxe for Liam. It's called I Am in Love. The Five Jets.
I
For some reason, that reminds me of Nolan Strong and the Diablos. I don't know why. That has a sound to it there, but there you go. That's for Liam in Australia, October 53. The Five Jets. The Five Jets on Deluxe. I Am in Love is the name of the tune. Up next, a request for listener Joe Shacatano, who is tuned into the program tonight, but he's not in chat. And we hope you feel better, Joe. And this group, I think the group is out of Baltimore, not Washington, D.C. I think maybe the label is out of Washington, D.C., but this group included William Pierce, first tenor, Delroy Green, second tenor, Melvin Jennings, baritone, Earl Williams, bass, and the lead singer on this, Bob Richardson, collectively known as the Twilighters. It's very rare, this 45 on the True First Press. It's on the Marshall label. We'll talk about it after I play it. This is by request for Joe Shacatano, 1953. The Twilighters on the Marshall label. It's called Please Tell Me You're Mine. This is for Joe.
You're gone away. Forgot the days. My heart and I went astray. Yes, I love you. So tell me you're mine.
Tell me you're mine.
You know how much I love you, and I place no one above you. So please tell me that you are mine.
Tell me you're mine.
Each night alone, I hope and scheme, yes, hoping to find you
In my dreams,
I can't go on much longer this way. Yes, I'm so low.
for only you.
Yes, I love you. So won't you tell me you're mine?
Tell me you're mine.
Each night alone, I hope and scheme, yes, hoping to find you in my dreams. I can't go much longer this way. Yes, I'm so low.
For only you.
Yes, I love you. So won't you please tell me you're mine?
All mine.
As by request for listener Joe Shacatano, 1953, the Twilighters. The Twilighters on the Marshall record label. That's with Bob Richardson on lead. Please Tell Me You're Mine is the name of the tune. Not an easy record to find on the True First Press of the 45. Now, according to Louis Silvani, when the label owner found out that this record was a collector's item, he pressed them up in a small quantity using original stampers and original labels. So, but on a lighter, bright red vinyl. It's not as dark as this one. It's a brighter red vinyl. He pressed them on red because this record only comes out on red. In the 70s, he pressed more, but on the black vinyl, and that is not an original. That is like 1970s. I don't want to call it a boot because I think he still continued to use the stampers, but it's much thin. And you can easily tell. And I showed you that. I paid $20 for that the first time, but the second time, Spence. It was a three-way deal between Lou Stanley, because Lou Stanley found the record, and I think he did a trade with Spence, and then he sold it to me. That was how this record came down, or at least came into my possession. But it's not an easy record to find on the original label. That's by request for listener Joe Shacatano, the Twilighters on the Marshall label from '53. Please Tell Me You're Mine. Let's move into 1954. This is another flip side from last week, as I played Sue Allen and Oscar Black on Groove for listener Bob Hannis. He requested the side Don't Leave Me Here to Cry with an uncredited vocal group. And Darryl Letts requested the flip side, also with an uncredited vocal group. They don't sound like the group on the other side, so I don't know who they are. Maybe they're the Q's, maybe they're the Four Students, who knows? But they're an in-studio group, and both sides of this disc written by Ann Lane and Hartwell Brown. So by request for Darryl Letts in our YouTube chat room, September 1954, Sue Allen and Oscar Black. It's on the Groove label. It's called I Dedicate My Heart. This is for Darryl.
I dedicate my heart to you, the one I love. Oh, why did you say goodbye?
There you go. That's for Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat. And that's Sue Allen and Oscar Black. It's on the Groove record label. That's the RCA subsidiary Groove Records there from September 54. I Dedicate My Heart is the name of the tune. I dedicate this show to all the listeners out there, to the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get all notifications. I got to tell you what happened on Thursday, when I was doing the show live, I had probably listeners tuned into the Wednesday night show over out in the UK that were listening to the Soul Show because they're most of them are sleeping. But Steve Owen, I think, came in. He sometimes comes into my live show and he says, "Johnny, your show disappeared." So YouTube blocked that show for 13 songs that I played. I played some of them before. I didn't see a mistake, but they were the Motown records that I played on that show. I played maybe 5 on the different labels, possibly. So they blocked it. I couldn't delete any of the songs. Well, I could mute them, so at least you still see the record. So I was like, I'm not going to deal with, because I can dispute it, but then it goes right to the next thing, and it's a pain in the, because there's too many publishers that were involved with these records. So anyway, if that ever happens to you, that you can't see the show, you have to go to vinyltreasures.net, because I uploaded everything that I did not have on there, so it's all uploaded. So anyway, Thursday's show, I got a big response. I got so many great emails about the songs that were played in the 1957 top 34 records that I played. So the next day, I got this, that the show was blocked. I'm like, the show is blocked. And there was chatter in the chat room about, they're going to block this show for some of the hits that were played. Lee Andrews and the Hearts. There were others, To the Isle. There were all these songs that were played that possibly would be copyright issues. They blocked it for one song. It was the Solitaires, Walking Along. They blocked it for that specific song. So I had to mute the song. So if you go tune into that show, you're not going to hear whatever number it is, by the Solitaires. So I said, okay, they don't get to hear the Solitaires. They hear it on, maybe they can hear it on, somebody in France can post the record, because they have different copyright laws there. But it's ridiculous that I have to deal with this. And the bad thing about it is the chat gets eliminated because it resaves the show. So it erases that. It's no longer there. It's like I posted a brand new show to YouTube. So you can hear it and you can see it, okay, but you won't see the chat. So that's what happens. And that's why I can't play monster hits. It was unfortunate that there were, who knew? It wasn't like Walking Along was a major hit. I played it before here on the program. And sometimes it changes. You should see, all you listeners that go and look at my archives, I'm getting notifications. Your show is partially blocked. Of course, it's blocked in Russia. Okay, it's telling me that. So when you listen to it, it runs through the filter again. But this is what I have to deal with, unfortunately. And I guess the only way to get around it is I'd have to call them up and pay royalties or whatever it is. But I'm not doing that. Before I do that, I'd get my own server and do what the hell I want. And well, you always, like I said, you can always go to my vinyltreasures.net to do that. But by all means, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because you get to, at least when I'm live, I'm not going to let them do it. But anyway, I just needed to tell you that. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as we fill a request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. We go to Harlem, New York for this great group. They signed with Monty Bruce's Bruce record label in 1953, and this is the group's 4th release on the label, and it's with the Satins. They're providing the instrumentation here. It features the great Willie Winfield on lead. Let's go to July of 1954 and give a listen to the Harptones. And this is going out to Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. The Harptones, on the Bruce label with the song Why Should I Love You? This is for Gordy Freeman.
Why should I love you? Why learn to care? Why should I love you? It wouldn't be fair. Why fall for someone who plays a game of let's pretend? What good is having a dream without a happy ending? Why let your kisses set me aflame? I know your kisses are part of the game. I'll be all kinds of a fool to think you could be true. So why should I love you like I do, 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 do? Why should I love you? Why learn to care? Why should I love you? It wouldn't be fair. Why fall for someone who plays the game of let's pretend? What good is having a dream without a happy ending? Why let your kisses set me aflame? I know your kisses are part of the game. I'll be all kinds of a fool to think you could be true. So why should I love you like I do?
There you go. That's going out to Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Harptones. The Harptones from July 1954, Monty Bruce's Bruce record label. Why Should I Love You is the name of that one, with the great Willie Winfield on lead. I think I showed you there two presses, different presses of that. The true first press with 1650 Broadway address, and actually New Way Publishing is also mentioned on this one. And the other one has, I think, just New York City and no New Way Publishing. But anyway, that was a number 1 record on WCAE in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by the way. That is the intended A-side. The flip side is Forever Mine, which also is a favorite here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures. Now, last week, I played a request for listener Bill Olb by Fay Adams. It was the B-side to her release, her 5th release on Al Silver's Herald record label. It was called Ain't Gonna Tell. Featured the Five Willows backing her up. Let's flip it over here, because the flip side was a big number 1 R&B hit. Are they going to tag me with a copyright thing on this? I don't know, but this was a big number 1 R&B record released in August of 1954. A tune written by Charlie Singleton and Rosemarie McCoy. We'll send it out to listener Bill Olb. This is Fay Adams. Fay Adams on the Herald record label. It's called It's called Hurts Me to My Heart. This is for Bill Olb.
I swear it hurts me to my heart to have to break this news to you. I hate to say that we must part, but I have found somebody new. I wish I knew some other way instead of telling you myself. It hurts me to my heart to say that I'm in love with someone else. You put your confidence in me, and now I've gone and let you down. I really wish that it would be just the other way around. I'm very sorry we must part. I hate to say goodbye to you. You know it hurts me to my heart, but I'm in love with someone new. You did the best that you could do. That's why it hurts me to my heart to have to say goodbye to you.
That's the great sound of Miss Fay Adams. Fay Adams from August 1954. That's her fifth release on the Herald record label. Hurts Me to My Heart is the name of the tune. We'll send that one out to Bill Obe, who, by the way, will be my guest host here on Thursday afternoon, May 9th of 2024, the 1 p.m. afternoon show, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Time on May 9th for round 2 of the Gospel Show. You want to you want to mark it down. You can actually go to my YouTube page, and it's already set up. You can click the button to say remind me. It'll send you an email when I go live. So that's what you can do. I set it up there already. So he'll be playing some great sounds that day, May 9th, 2024. Big response from the last time Bill was here. So we're going to do a part 2, and we're preparing for other parts. He's got an endless amount of gospel song of 45's and LP cuts to play here on the program. So they'll all be from the collection of Gordy Freeman and Bill Obe. Great gospel records that have not been played on the air either in years or never. So you want to tune in there. You can actually see all these records. I'll be holding them up to the webcam, and you can check them out here. So that is on May 9th, 2024 for a live show. So me and Bill Obe here in studio. Johnny G here on a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. They're always important with these people in YouTube here as the show is exploding now. Thank you all for your emails and correspondence and letting me know how much you love the show and and back into record collecting too, which is really cool. That is really, listen, we want more record collectors. I need some young ones to buy my 45's when I decide to sell these things, which is, that's a quagmire for me that I don't want to think about. But you just never know when the time is. I'm 65, so at least I want to continue to do the shows, but I got doubles and triples of records that I do want to get get rid of. Believe me, I do. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And let's fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. He wants to send this one out to Record Hound. Darren wants to send this one out to Darren in Canada as we go out to the West Coast to John Dolphin's Money record label. Now, the lead singer on this, he was also the lead singer on a number of the Robbins releases. I featured him here before on the program, Grady Chapman. But from time to time, he would go AWOL. And this is one of those 45's. And he formed a new group for this release called the Suedes. And this is a request for Indrajit, wants to send it out to Darren. This is Grady Chapman and the Suedes from November 54. It's on the Money record label. And I don't know what a blooper is. Can anybody tell me what a blooper is? I don't know what it is. Grady Chapman and the Suedes from November 54 by request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. This is for Darren. It's called Don't Blooper.
One cat pulled a blooper, and he got busted. Other cat blooper, and now he's not trusted. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't blooper. Just watch what you do and say. I had a real fine chick, but I drank too much wine. Oh, take this friendly tea up and keep a sober mind. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't blooper. Just watch what you do and say. So if you see my baby, tell her the score. I know I've been doing wrong, but I'm not gonna blooper no more. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't bloop, blooper. Just don't blooper. Just watch what you do and say. I say, man, what do blooper mean? It means you goof. What you blooper? Walk the heat. You go. Just don't blooper, blooper. Just don't blooper, blooper. Just don't blooper. Just watch what you do and say. Just then he took me downtown. I thought everything was keen until I went to see the judge. Said, son, what the blooper mean? You go. Just don't blooper, blooper. Just don't blooper, blooper. Just don't blooper. Just watch what you do and say. Watch what you do and say. Blooper. Watch what you do and say. Blooper. You better listen to me now. I'm not talking to you. Blooper. You hear?
Here you go. That's going out by request for UK listener. Sending it out to Darren, Record Hound. That's November 54, Grady Chapman and the Suedes. It's on the Money record label, John Dolphin's Money record label. Don't blooper, of course. Now, that was the word blooper was a new slang word at the time for mistake, I guess. And I guess they decided to write about it. I remember I was watching, I used to watch a show called Fireball XL5, you know, and with those kind of marionettes there they were. So I forget who the guy, the head, Steve Zodiac was and he would say, Don't be a tootie. What the hell is a tootie? I don't know what that is. Probably another slang word back in the early 1960s anyway. Johnny G babbling on here as we continue. Here we are in the year 1954. Here is another flip side from last week. Featured this great group out of Harlem, New York, by request for Edmund Williams, the Solitaires. The Solitaires with their tune called Girl of Mine was their fourth release on High Weiss's Old Town record label, and listener Darylets asked for the ballad flip. So we're going to play the ballad flip for Daryl, December 1954. The great Solitaires with Herman Curtis on lead, or Herman Dunham, Herman Curtis, we'll say. This is on Old Town Records. This is for Darylets. It's their rendition of the tune, I Don't Stand a Ghost of a Chance. This is for Daryl.
I don't stand no ghost of a chance with you. I need your love so badly. I love you all so madly, but I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you. I thought at last I found you, but all the arms around you, but I don't stand a ghost of a chance with you. Would you surrender just for a tender kiss or two? You might discover that I'm the lover made for you. Yes, I'll be true. Oh, I'm so good on asking I know I must be dreaming, but I don't stand a golden chance with you. Ghost of a chance with you.
As going out to Darylets in our YouTube chat with the sound of the Solitaires. Herman Curtis on lead, the Solitaires December 54 release. High Weiss's Old Town record label. I don't stand a ghost of a chance. Maybe I do. Well, I don't know about playing hits here on the program. I don't stand a chance for those to. Somebody says, why isn't Elvis Presley on the countdown of 57? Imagine that. They'd block me down in a minute. As we continue here, let's stay. We stay in 1954 with a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. You remember all those Annie songs? Annie Had a Baby, Annie's, wait, what was the other one there? This one is an Annie song. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's so many Annie records that were out at the time, and of course made popular by the Midnighters. And this is their 5th of 25 on the Federal label, co-written by the lead singer here, Hank Ballard. It's from October '54. It's one of the Annie, one of the Annie series songs. So this is going out to Edmund Williams, October '54. The Midnighters on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. It's called Annie's Aunt Fanny. This is for Edmund.
How can I play? She won't let me be. Oh, can't you see? I'm going to chase her away. Shoo! And it's got an Aunt Fanny. And it's got an Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. She always gets my nanny. She's in my way every day. What can I say? How can I play? She won't let me be. Oh, can't you see? I'm going to chase her away. Shoo! And it's got an Aunt Fanny. And it's got an Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. And it's Aunt Fanny. Aunt Fanny. She always gets my nanny. She always gets my nanny. She always gets my nanny. She always nanny.
Well, that is it. What is at the end of that? I found that out in the wild for 10 cents. It definitely is worth 10 cents. I was looking, that was one of the, I was looking for an upgrade for that in my boxes. I couldn't find it because I'm like, I have come across, I have like 10 copies of this on a 78. I used to go to the flea market at Yonkers Raceway. So I show up there and this guy has 78s. All in the boxes, all in their original boxes. But they were 25 count boxes of that record, and there was an instrumental, I forget who. I took one of each. Of course, you think I would take a box of 25 copies? Those are the mistakes that I made back then, not buying multiple copies of records that I had a chance to. And, you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, but I apologize for that. I didn't see that gash at the end there. So that is... I gotta find another copy of that record. There you go. But anyway, Annie's Aunt Fanny. That's going out to Edmund Williams there, October 1954. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters on the Federal record banner. Let's stay one more in 1954, and this is a request for listener Daniel Kubacki, who requested this group from Miami last week. He requested their 4th of 6 on Sid Nathan's deluxe label called Heaven is the Place. This week, Daniel requested the group's third release, a tune written by Henry Glover. Let's go to July of 54 for Bill Robinson and the Quails on Deluxe Records. It's called A Little Bit of Love. This is for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room.
Love, 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 I want a little bit of love. I want a little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little hold me, kiss me, squeeze me tight. Give me a little bit of love tonight. Hug, 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 as long as you can. Hug, 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 as long as you can. Hug me, baby, as long as you can, until I know that I'm your man. Kiss, 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 as long as you please. Kiss, 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 as long as you please. Kiss me, baby, as long as you please, until you set my heart at ease. A little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. Love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little love, love, love. I want a little bit of love. I want a little love.
There you go. That's going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat. And that's Bill Robinson and the Quails from July 1954. That's their third release on Sid Nathan's deluxe record label. A Little Bit of Love is the name of that one here. Let's move into 1955. We go to the Bronx, New York. Fill a request for listener Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. This is on George Goldner's Rama record label. It's the group's second release on the Rama label, which comes out multiple ways, by the way, but on Rama number 65, which was the group's biggest hit, by the way. The first way, I think I had a Begging for Your Love is the first way it came out. Then I showed you a much harder press of it with 11 Roses. And I think I have 11 Roses with Love Makes You Do the Things That You Do. I think that's the flip, but it's a different number. It's like Rama 105, but this is Rama 65. It features Bobby Mansfield on lead. This was a big number 5 record on WPEN in Philadelphia, PA. We go to January 1955. The Rens on the Rama label for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. It's called Come Back, My Love, for Bill.
Oh, come back, my love, don't run away. Come back, my love, oh, come back to stay. I love you so well, I want you to know I need your love so badly. Well, when you said goodbye, I wondered why. All because of those silly lies. I love you so well, I want you to know I need your
your love so badly. Well, everybody makes mistakes in the game of romance. Now I'm asking you, darling, why don't you come back and give me a chance? Come back, my love, don't stay away. I need your loving every day. I love you so well, I want you to know I need your love so badly. Well, everybody makes mistakes in the game of romance. Now I'm asking you, darling, why don't you
come back and give me a chance?
Come back, my love, don't stay away. I need your loving every day. I love you so well, I want you to know I need your love so badly. Well, everybody makes mistakes in the game of romance. Now I'm asking you, darling, why don't you
come back and give me a chance?
Come back, my love, don't stay away. I need your loving every day. I love you so well, I want you to know I need your love so badly. 'Cause I need your love so badly.
That's Bobby Mansfield and the Rens on George Goldner's Rama record label. That's their second release on Rama by request for Bill Schmaltz, January 55. Come Back My Love is the name of the tune. So, of course, the Cardinals also covered that tune for Atlantic. Now, when my aunt had the 45, she didn't have the Rens. I don't know how she ended up with the Cardinals release. Maybe certain disc jockeys played. I don't know if they did play them both. Those of you that were tuned in back in 1955, maybe they did play both on the charts at the same time. I don't know. Well, that was common. I'm sure it was common. I know if you look at some of the old Cashbox, they would list like 5 covers would be out at the same time, and they would list them all, like at least the artist's name on there. So that was, I guess, the case with this one here, with the Rens and the Cardinals. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures. We are in 1955, and this is a flip side a request again, because last week I featured the Pyramids on the Federal record label for Paul Michel. The side was called And I Need You, a tune written by Johnny Otis. We're going to flip it over here by request for Jimmy Amato and Darrell Letts, again featuring Sidney Correa on lead. This is from August of 55, The Pyramids on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. I have a bio promo on this. This is for Darrell Letts and Jimmy Amato. It's called Deep in My Heart for You, The Pyramids.
Well,
record, I say. There you go. Those are the Pyramids. The Pyramids by request for Darrell Letts and Jimmy Amato, August 1955. That's on the Federal record banner, Deep in My Heart for You. What a great two-sided 45 that is. Johnny G here on a Saturday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet already done so. And let's continue here. Let's go out to California, this group from Salinas, California. And this is a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room. And this is a song about a cheap way to get high on alcohol. And that's what they did in the mid-1950s. You could mix white port wine with lemon juice. They called it WPLJ. And this is the group's first of two on Ray Dobard's Music City record label. They're called the Four Deuces. Now, the song written by the lead singer, his name is Luther McDaniels. This charted number three on KENT in Shreveport, Louisiana from July 1955. Going out to Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. The Four Deuces on Music City. It's called WPLJ for Joseph.
Well, I said WPLJ, it really tastes good to me. Oh, WPLJ, won't you take a drink with me? It's a good, good wine. It really make you feel so fine. Well, I went to the store when they opened up the door. I said, please, please, please give me some more white port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. Ooh, what'll do to you? Well, the dove is white, the P is a port, L is a lemon, and the J is juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. Ooh, what'll do to you? Shake it up fine, you get a good, good wine. White port lemon, white port lemon juice. White port lemon, white port lemon juice. Ooh, what'll do to you? Well, I feel so good, I feel so fine. I've got plenty loving and I've got plenty wine. White port lemon, white port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. White port lemon juice. Ooh, what'll do to you? Well, white port lemon juice. 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 White port is so white port lemon juice. White port lemon juice.
July 1955. Where's my WPLJ? Was that a call letter for a radio station? Was there a radio station called WPLJ? Maybe there was. I don't know. Sounds like it could be. That's what I thought when I first saw this record in a box. When I purchased it. It's got some pops in there. I thought I had a better copy of that, but I did not. Those are the Four Deuces by request for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. That's their first of two on the Music City record label. White Port Lemon Juice, WPLJ. Now, Luther McDaniels, he's the lead singer on that. Luther would go on to have solo releases as Lord Luther on the Music City record label. Also, I have him, I think, on Frantic, and I think I have him on Imperial. I think he was on some other smaller labels too, but I do have him in my collection. Johnny G here on a Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here. Sit back and listening to these records, or watching me play these records. You can see the cool labels and whatnot. I apologize for some of the pops, and it's just so authentic, right? Not really, but for the most part, some of the records are pretty clean. Other ones I haven't played here much. They are, I found them out in the wild. I never really considered upgrading them. So, but some of my rarer ones, of course, I did. But here's one I had to search for. But I searched for it early in the week, you see, and I was able to find it. But I had to do my taxes too. I finally filed all that. That was a pain because I called Barbara and I said, I got to pull records out for the show. She goes, you better get your taxes done. You better get it done because, you're coming up on the weekend. Something might happen. You don't know what's going to go on. Your father he's been good. It's been great with him the last 3 or 4 days, thank goodness. But, I had so many things to do. I had to pull the records out. It was a mess. But anyway, here, let's continue here. This is a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. This singer was a member of the Dominoes. He was, I guess we can say, a protege of Billy Ward, and he sang lead for the Dominoes on some of their federal releases before recording under his own name for MGM Records. He did 6 for MGM. I don't have them all, but I have some of them. I had this one. This is his 3rd release, a tune written by Clyde Otis and Leroy Kirkland. And it's from February 55, and this is going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. Let's give a listen to Johnny Oliver on MGM. It's called I Must Have Love. This is for Jim Lampley in Texas.
I must have love.
Yes, I'm so tired
Must have love.
of misery.
Must have love.
Pains in my heart.
Must have love.
It's plain to see, baby, I must have love. Yes, I must have love to carry on.
I must have love.
Been walking round
Must have love.
to ease my mind.
Must have love.
The things I need,
Must have love.
I just can't find, baby. I must have your love. Yes, I must have love to carry on. Trouble is all I see. All my troubles surely would end if you would love for me.
Must have love.
Now I'm alone
Must have love.
and lonesome too.
Must have love.
Where can I go home?
Must have love.
What can I do, baby? I must have your love. Yes, I must have love to carry on.
Must have love.
If I could find
Must have love.
a love that's true,
Must have love.
I'd conquer all.
Must have love.
Be happy too, baby. I must have your love. Yes, I must have love to carry on.
There you go. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. Great R&B sound there for Johnny Oliver. Johnny Oliver on the MGM record label. That's his third of 6 for MGM from February 55. I Must Have Love. Yes, Johnny G does have love for rhythm and blues vocal group harmony here on a Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here as we continue here. And we move into 1956 with a request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room, as the Flares at the time were being managed by Buck Ram. They were recording for his Antler record label, but he sold 4 masters to ABC Paramount, and ABC put out 2 singles by the Flares, and this was their second release for ABC Paramount, a tune written by Cornell Gunther, who was basically the lead of the group, but it features the bass on this song. His name is George Hollis. He's doing lead on this. Let's go to August of 56 for the sound of the Flares on ABC Paramount. This is going out to Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Steppin' Out for Big Dave.
Well, I'm stepping out with my brand new sweetie, just what I've been looking for. I'm flying high with my brand new sweetie.
You better watch your step from now on.
She's got big brown eyes, wavy hair, and also very classy and fair. And when she turns on all of her charm, it makes me anxious to reform. Well, I'm stepping out with my brand new sweetie tonight.
Stepping out
with my brand new sweetie.
Stepping out
with my brand new sweetie.
Stepping out
with my brand new sweetie.
You better watch your step from now on. Stepping out
with my brand new sweetie.
Stepping out
with my brand new sweetie.
Stepping out with my brand new sweetie tonight.
Out with my brand new sweetie, just what I've been looking for. I'm flying high with my brand new sweetie.
You better watch your step from now on.
She's got big brown eyes and wavy hair, and also very classy and fair. When turns on all of her charm, it makes me anxious to reform. Well, I'm stepping out with my brand new sweetie tonight.
Stepping out with the brand new sweetie tonight.
That's going out to Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat. Those are the Flares. The Flares with the bass man on lead. His name is George Hollis. August 1956. That's their second release on the ABC Paramount record label. Steppin' Out is the name of the tune. Johnny G not stepping out, not till after midnight. I apologize for being like 17 minutes late because I was looking for a few 45's here. One really got my gourd, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's too late here. And then the guy, we had a package delivered here, like last week. I'm like, when does Federal Express deliver packages to the wrong house? Aren't they supposed to take pictures and whatnot? So I'm like, what is this? So I'm like, I really should open this thing here because it's this big box, but I don't know what was in it. So I called them up and they said, oh, leave it, give it to the guy tomorrow. I said, give it to the guy? I said, FedEx, they just drop it here and leave. They don't come here every day. I said, and I'm not taking it there, and I'm not taking it to the house because they had the 76, but the wrong street. I'm like, don't they use UPS? Not UP, yeah. No, don't they use Waze or something to deliver these packages? I don't know, but he came today to get it. So again, I was working on the show. He called me because I ended up calling him. I called him. I said, your package is here. Oh, it's not important. I said, it's not important. I said, how about if I put it out in the rain? I'll leave it here in the house. Anyway, as I lose my mind, let's continue here. In 1956, we fill a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat when we go to Sid Archie and Leo Rogers' Lido record label. Do you know what the biggest hit was on the Lido label, what that they had? You know the biggest hit on Lido Records? It was done by a group called the Three Friends, and they did a song called Blanche. That was the big hit. But this group is called... They're called the Creations. The Creations. They are out of New Jersey. This is from October 1956, and I don't know if this was the. I don't know if this was. Yeah, this was the. I don't know if that was the A side, but it says on the. It says the Creations featuring Dot and Don. Dot and Don. Can't be Don Folletti. It's not. Don is really Donald Razor. Donald Razor, I think, was he might have been in the Valentines or in a couple other groups. And Dot is really Dorothy Bird. So these are the Creations by request for Timothy, October 56 on the Lido label, featuring Dot and Don, Dorothy Bird and Donald Razor. It's called You Are My Darling. This is for Timothy. As going out to Timothy, those are the Creations on the Lido label, October 1956, You Are My Darling there, with Dorothy Bird and Donald Razor on lead. I was correct. He was in the Valentines. I thought so. And they have a later release that came out on the Tip Top label, a song called Mommy and Daddy. Johnny G here, your evening disc jockey here on YouTube here. Hope you're digging on the tunes as we continue here. And we go out to California with this request for listener Bill Olb, and this quintet out of Los Angeles had the distinction of having two records out on the charts at the same time under two different names. That was a whole reason for being called Cadets and Jacks. Now, the Cadets' biggest hit was a song called Stranded in the Jungle. And what was the other one? Oh, Charlene, we don't have it here. The other song that was out on the charts at the same time that Stranded in the Jungle was out. But Bill did not request the A-side. He requested the B-side that he told me, he said it's more popular than the hit side of this record. They don't play Stranded in the Jungle over in Europe. They play this side, their seventh, the B-side to their 7th of 12 on the Bahari Brothers modern record label. It features the bass lead of Dub Jones on lead from June 56, The Cadets, for Bill Obe on Modern Records. It's called I Want You, The Cadets.
If you wanna be my only love, I want you.
I want you.
If you wanna be my lovey-dove, I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, get out of my face, get out of my sight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. If you really want me for yourself, I want you.
I want you.
Promise not to look at no one else. I want you.
I want you.
But if you want to string me on your line, be long gone, baby, put it out of your mind, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. You ain't the only pebble on the beach. You ain't the only monkey in the zoo. But all you got to do is play it straight, and baby, I can really go for you. All you got to do is understand, I want you.
I want you.
Let me be your only lover, man. I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, stop your teasing and holding me tight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. You ain't the only pebble on the beach. You ain't the only monkey in the zoo. But all you got to do is play it straight, and baby, I could really go for you. All you got to do is understand, I want you.
I want you.
Let me be your only lover, man. I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, stop your teasing and holding me tight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. No, I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me.
There you go. That's a by request for listener Bill Obe. That's the better side. I agree with you, Big Dave Swinger there. That's the bass lead of Dub Jones, June 1956. The Cadets there on the Bahari Brothers modern record label. I Want You is the name of the tune. The other song that was out at the same time was Why Don't You Write Me? So they said, we can't put out another record yet. We got that record just, taken off here. So let's put another thing out there and change the name. So there you go, the Jack/Cadets. That's what I always say. And of course, Bill Obe requested that. He will be my guest here on Thursday afternoon, May 9th, 2024, for the All Gospel Show, second round, number 2. So mark your calendars, go to my YouTube site, and click the reminder there. So when I go live on that, 26 days away, something like that, it even tells you on there how many days till Bill will be here. It'll be that 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, May 9th. And I'll be presenting records from both Gordy Freeman and Bill Obe's collection. So you want to tune in some nice 50s records and LP cuts. Not heard, and not common. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasures Show, we are in the year 1956. We fill a request for listener Daniel Kubacki, and this group out of Newport News, Virginia, played the flip side of this last week, I think. I forget the name here. Charlie doesn't have it here. But I forget. It was called Ooh, She Flew. That was it. I remember it. But Daniel requested the flip side this week. This charted number 6 on WKMC in Roaring Spring, Pennsylvania. Where is Roaring Spring, Pennsylvania? This is from February 56. Daniel Kubacki requested the flip side. It features another unmistakable voice that I say. His name is Raphael Ingram. Raphael Ingram on lead, February 56. The Avalons on groove for Daniel Kubacki. It's called Chains Around My Heart. The Avalons.
Around my heart, each drop a tear from you. I'm so alone and blue with these chains around my these chains around my heart. Chains around my heart.
February 1956 release there for the Avalons. The Avalons with Raphael Ingram on lead. Chains Around My Heart is the name of the tune. That's their debut single on the Groove record label, going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Let's stay in 1956 as we go to Washington, D.C. with this request for Omar T. I saw Omar T in our chat room earlier. This is the group's 15th of 22 releases on the Atlantic record label, and the follow-up to a song called I Could Be Loved by You. This one features John Buddy Bailey on lead. Tune written by Blanche Carter. This is a number 3 this was a number 3 R&B hit and a big number 1 record on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We go to January 56 for The Sound of the Clovers on the Atlantic label. This is for Omar T. It's called Devil or Angel.
make up and find. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I miss you, I miss you. I miss you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I'll go out of my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I need you, I need you, I need you. You look like an angel, your smile is divine, but you keep me guessing, will you ever be mine? Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you. I love you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I remember hearing that on Art LeBeau's Oldies But Goodies album, and I remember the next song that came after this. It was James Shepard and the Heartbeats, 1,000 Miles Away. I think Art LeBeau, he would have a dreamy side and then a rock and roll side. I think that's how he did it. But anyway, there you go. That's going out to Omar T in our YouTube chat room, January 56, The Sound of the Clovers. John Buddy Bailey on lead on the Atlantic record label. That's the Yellow Atlantic, without the fan, by the way. It's called Devil or Angel. Johnny G's your Devil or Angel on a Saturday evening. Hope you're all digging on the tunes here and enjoying the show. And if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so. And also click the bell to get notifications and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what Johnny G is doing, as we stay in 1956 with a request for listener Edmund Williams. We go back to Harlem, New York. This is the 8th release for this group on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label, written by the group's manager, her name Esther Navarro, and it features Earl Carroll on lead from October 1956. These are the Cadillacs going out to Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. The Cadillacs with The Girl I Love.
The girl I love, she's going away. The girl I love, she's going to stay. I'll dream of her each day she's gone. Her love was true, and I was wrong. I love her so much, it's a shame. And now she's leaving. To blame, and this I swear by
to drink.
And this I swear by heaven above, you'll always be the girl I love.
That's going out to Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. I found it hard to believe that I've never played that record here. It was not in the database, and I could have swore I had a white promo of that, nice clean sounding promo. The stocks are kind of grainy looking. You want promos on a lot of the Josie records there. But there you go, the great sound of the Cadillacs, October 1956 on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label, The Girl I Love. Remember hearing that on, as LFG mentioned, on Oldies Radio here in New York, probably CBS FM, with on the Doo-Wop Shop or Norman Knight. They used to play that record quite a bit. And even used to hear Murray the K too, used to be on WNEW, I think, in sometime in the 80s or 70s when he was back on radio. But anyway, I digress as we continue here, and we stay in 56. We go out to California with this request for Liam in Australia. This group, they formed while they were all attending McClayman's High School in Oakland, California, and they were named after a line in the song Danny Boy. You know, well, that's what I have down here. So, you know, when it comes up and it says the pipes are calling, well, that they decided to call themselves The Pipes. They had 2 releases on Dootsy Williams' Duto record label, and Liam requested their first. The tune written by baritone Huey Roundtree, who was also the lead singer on this. Let's go to February 1956. By request for Liam in Australia, The Pipes on the Dutone label. It's called Be Fair. The Pipes.
Fair, darling, please be fair. Won't you give me half a chance to prove my romance? Be fair, darling, please be true, 'cause I'm still in love with you. So please be fair. Just give me a chance to start anew. Darling, let me prove my love to you. I'll always love you. I'll always be true. Tell me, what can I do? Be fair. Darling, please be true. There is nothing else that I can do. So please be fair. Give me a chance to start anew. Darling, let me prove my love to you. I can't go on being all alone. Darling, don't do me wrong. Be fair. Darling, please
Sounds of California here on the Vinyltreasure Show, February 56th release, the first of two on Dutone Records for The Pipes. The Pipes, song entitled Be Fair. That's Huey Roundtree, the lead singer on that. Let's continue here on Vinyltreasures. One more 45 in the year 1956. This one by request for Mark Langdale. This group out of New Haven, Connecticut. And this song, when it first came out, made it to up to number 32 on the Cashbox survey, 24 on Billboard, but it became much more popular with the revival of the music beginning in the early 1960s and again in the early 1970s. It would always be voted number one, the number one record of all time, as compiled by WCBS-FM when they used to do those top 500 surveys. Every year this record would make it. I don't know, did any other record ever dislodge it from that number one position? I don't know. But the original of this came out on Marty Kugel's Standard label. I showed you that, but it's a rough copy with it's not a clean press. It's got those little, what did I call it? It's not clean enough to play, let's put it that way. But my Ember release of it does play pretty well. So I'm featuring this on Al Silver's Ember record label. It was the group's first release on Ember Records and was a constant seller. I mean, this was like, in 1959, they re-released it. They called it a special demand release that came out in 1959. But anyway, so many variations of this. The black label with the flame, with the logs, so many different variations. But I'm featuring it on the Ember label by request for Mark Langdale in Australia. Fred Paris is on lead from March 56, the Five Satins on Ember with In the Still of the Night. This is for Mark. As by request for Mark Langdale in Australia, the sound of Fred Paris and the Five Satins. That's their first release on Al Silver's Ember Records there, March 1956, In the Still of the Night. There's a clip on YouTube of them singing. I don't know what movie that was that they're singing in it, but you do see that clip. Even if they're lip syncing, it's still a historical clip to see the original members of the group. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get notifications when I go live. I was late, about 17 minutes tonight, so got to catch up here. Let's move into 1957. Fill a request for listener Bob Hannis in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this one out to listener Mike Sape in Connecticut, also to Charlene, who is Johnny G's administrative assistant. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan, to George Braxton's Fox record label. A future Motown, I don't know, future Motown artist or contributor, a member of this group, actually a singer and writer. His name, Lamont Dozier, who I think he's got the writer credit on this. Doesn't say it on. Does it say it on this one? No, it doesn't. Where'd I get this information though? But this is the group's. This is their first of two on the Fox record label. I showed you two copies of this. The second press is the red Fox, the Fox logo, and this press is hard on the beige with the black print, which is the true first press. This label owned by George Braxton. He also owned that Brax label, BRAXX, some rare records on that label too. But this is a duet with Lamont Dozier and Eugene Dwyer. And it's their first of two on Fox. They're called the Romeos from July 1957. This is by request for Bob Hannis in our YouTube chat. I'm going out to Charlene and Mike Sape. The Romeos on Fox with Let's Be Partners.
I'm gone.
Sound of Detroit here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. The Romeos there. The Romeos, their first of two on the Fox label from July 57 by request for Bob Hannes in our YouTube chat. And sending that one out to Mike Sapin, Connecticut, and Charlene in Huntsville, Texas. Let's Be Partners is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your partner for a Saturday night right here on YouTube. So thank you all for being here as we continue here in 1957 with a request for Amnon, and this is on the Mercury label. And even though this is a quintet from Cleveland, Ohio, and it seems that the El Dorados may have inspired this group to record this. So listen closely to this song. Listen closely to this song and think in your head, My Lovin' Baby. This tune written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Calvin Anderson, from June 57. They're called The Five Dreams by request for Amnon. The Five Dreams on the Mercury label. It's called Up All Night Long for Amnon.
Boom, 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 do. Boom.
That's for Amnon there. Sound of the Five Dreams from June 1957. Calvin Anderson, he's on lead there. That's on Mercury Records. It's called Up All Night Long is the name of that one for Amnon. Johnny G's up. I've always been up all. I've been averaging like 4:30, 5 a.m. to go to sleep, and I have to set my clock for like 9:55 because I have to. Then I get to dial in for the home assistance for my parents. It's a call-in, a register call-in, and I have to register and call out. So I have to do that. That's how they keep track of the hours that I do here. But it's trying to keep up with everything here. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. It is, but this is really the only time I get to enjoy my records when I tune in here and play these for you, the Vinyl Treasure listeners. Let's continue in 1957, and this is a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. He wants to send this one out to Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room, and this group originally from Detroit, formed in 1954, first recorded as the Five Pearls for the Aladdin folks. They relocated to New York City, signed with Atco Records, had 2 releases on Atco. Then in mid-56, they went over to Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, 5 more releases on the Onyx label. This is the B-side to their third. The A-side was called Your Cheatin' Heart, a cover of the Hank Williams tune. But this is the B-side with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra, another unmistakable lead singer, though. His name is Howard Guyton. Howard Guyton on lead from March 57. Here Are the Pearls, by request for UK listener Indrajit, going out to Mike Sape. The Pearls on Onyx. It's called I Sure Need You. The Pearls.
Everybody knew somebody. That's why I'm in love with you. I'm so tired of being lonely. Baby, I sure need you. Yes, I know you're mighty pretty. I believe you know that too. Maybe you don't need nobody, but honey, I sure need you. The sun comes up and the sun goes down, but I will always be around. When the moon begins to shine, I will come and make you mine. Now I'm so happy we're together, nevermore will I be blue. Come and let me kiss you, baby. Honey, I sure need you.
Baby, I sure need you. Baby, I sure need you. Wow, 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 baby, I sure need you. Baby, I sure need you.
Everybody needs somebody. That's why I'm in love with you. I'm so tired of being lonely. Baby, I sure need you. Yes, I know you're mighty pretty. I believe you know that too. Maybe you don't need nobody, but honey, I sure need you. The sun comes up and the sun goes down, but I will always be around. When the moon begins to shine, I will come and I'll make you mine. Now I'm so happy we're together, nevermore will I be blue. Come and let me kiss you, baby. Honey, I sure need you. Oh yeah, I sure need you. And I love you so. I will never let you go.
That's the unmistakable sound of Howard Guyton and the Pearls, March 1957 release. That's the B-side to their third release on the Onyx label. I Sure Need You is the name of that one. That's going out to Mike Sape from UK listener Indrajit Advani as we continue with one more in the year 1957. It's a flip side from last week. Featured this group from Harlem, New York. Their debut single on Ben Smith's Extra record label. The song was called Let's Go for a Ride, requested by listener Edmund Williams. A few of you requested the flip side, so we're going to give a listen to the flip side here before it goes back down in the No Humidity basement. So let's send this one out to Frank Gingaro, Jimmy Amato, and Darrell Letts. 1957, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Harlan Jackson. These are the Collegians on the Extra label. It's the B-side. It's called Heavenly Night.
That heavenly night, I held you tight, and the moon was shining bright, and the stars were in the sky. Remember, darling, that you were smiling. I need you, darling. I need you by my side. I'm sorry for the things I've done. I was just trying to have a little fun. I gave you my word, it won't happen again. So come, baby, let you and I be fair. Remember, darling, that you were smiling. I need you, darling. I need you by my side. Jam, jam, jam. Ooh.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, that group called the Collegians, sending it out to listeners Frank Gingaro, Jimmy Amato, and Daryl Letts. Their debut single, actually the B-side to their debut single from 57 called Heavenly Night, came out on Extra Records, Ben Smith's Extra record label. Of course, they got a classic that they do on the Winley label called Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Let's continue here as we move into 1958 with this request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joe Smith, in our YouTube chat room, as it's the, the debut single for these gals from Passaic, New Jersey. This first issued in January of 58 on Florence Greenberg's Tiara label, but she could not keep up with the distribution of this, so she couldn't handle it. She contacted Decca Records, and they released it in March of 58. It was their first of three originally on Decca, but I'm featuring the original release on the Tiara label, and these are the Shirelles from March 58 by request for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. The Shirelles on Tiara with I Met 'Em on a Sunday, in parentheses, it's Ronde Ronde. This is for Oldies Fan.
Friday. When he showed up Saturday.
him on Thursday. And he didn't come Friday. When he showed up Saturday.
I said bye-bye, baby.
There you go. That's going out to Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph, in our YouTube chat room. That's the debut single for the Shirelles from March of 1958. That's on the Tiara record label. I Met Him on a Sunday, parentheses, Ronde Ronde is the first press there. You can also came out on the Scepter record label. And, of course, Florence would form her Scepter record label, and the Shirelles had 36 releases on the label between 1958 and 1966. Let's stay in 1958 with the flip side of my vocal opener last week. It was a new addition to the Johnny G collection. I opened up with a song called Jenny, Jenny, Jenny that I was sent out to B-Sides, a.k.a. Jenny. She was in the chat room earlier. But Daryl requested the flip side of the 45. This is on J.D. Miller's Zinn label, which is out of Crowley, Louisiana. And the lead singer here, his name is Henry Clement. Henry Clement, but he's known as Little Henry on here. And he collaborated with the label owner J.D. Miller to write this tune from 1958. We flip over Jenny, Jenny, Jenny by Little Henry. You get this cool ballad going out to Daryl Letts. Little Henry on the Zinn label. It's called What Have I Done Wrong? This is for Daryl.
I'm standing here all alone, wondering, wondering, can I come back home? So they tell me have gone to travel, whole lot of soap makes lots of lather. Please tell me, what have I done wrong? What I've done wrong.
Oh, Johnny G playing around with 78s, and I get caught here. Don't tell Sterling. Don't tell Sterling I got caught. There you go. And I like that sound there. Sound of down in Louisiana down there for Darrellettes there. Little Henry and group. Maybe the Dewdrops, I think they were. 1958 on the Zinn record label. What Have I Done Wrong is the name of the tune. Let's continue here in 1958. This is a request for a UK listener, Indrajit Advani, and he wants to send this one out to Timothy and Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. And this gal began her recording career in gospel back in 1950 for the Decca Folks. In 1952, she teamed up with Sister Rosetta Tharpe with a number of releases on the Decca label. Her real name was Marie Roach, but she recorded as Marie Knight with a K. And in 1956, she would switch to secular music, first recording for the Wing label, a subsidiary of Mercury, and she would also do 3 on the Apparent label, Mercury Records, but Indrajit requested the one she did on Sol Rabinowitz's Baton Records out of New York City. Let's go to April of 1958. Miss Marie Knight on the Baton label, by request for UK listener Indrajit, going out to Big Dave and Timothy. It's called I Thought I Told You Not to Tell Them, Marie Knight.
Well, Mama and Lou, I can't trust you telling everybody about the things we do. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them, but you told me that you told them that I told you not to tell them. Well, Mama and Lou, I tell you what I'll do. Don't tell on me, I won't tell on you. Listen here, baby, the things we do, it must be kept between me and you. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them. Thought I told you not to tell them, but you told me that you told them that I told you not to tell them. No, 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 no. People nowhere in sight. I don't know how the news got around. People talking about us are all over town. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them, but they told me that you told them that I told you not to tell them. Yeah, 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 yeah. We do. A lot of people talking, they really don't know. We really sit up and watch a late show. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them, but you told me that you told them that I told you not to tell them. You hear? I thought I told you not to tell them, but you told me that you told me that I told you not to tell them. I thought I told you not to tell them, but you told me that you told them that I told you not to tell them.
That is a swinging tune, we gotta say. Miss Marie Knight from April 58's on the Baton record label. I Thought I Told You Not to Tell Them is what the name of the tune is. That's for requested by Indrajit Advani, going out to Big Dave Swinger and Timothy in our YouTube chat room. Let's continue here. Back out to the West Coast we go for this next record, and I like this song here as requested by Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. He's in our YouTube chat room. My mother says, hi, Adrian, you're so nice to my mother and everybody, Gordy, Joe Shacatano, Darren, Tony C, everybody, Lenny, Rob B, so nice to my mother, and thank you all for that. She so much appreciates it. She's watching downstairs and watching all your comments. But this group has been a mystery over the years, so I tried to research this group. And I looked at the writer credit first. Buddy Lee is the writer credit. He wrote both sides of this 45, and I think he is the lead singer on this tune. And he would resurface in 1962 with releases on the Scoina and Brunswick labels, and he sounds like the same lead to me. That's what I think. And I love the floating tenor in the background on this. That's what really makes this record. So this is by request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room, October 1958. They're called the Plaids. The Plaids on the Liberty label. It's called Hungry for Your Love. This is for Adrian. October 58 release there, going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Plaids. The Plaids on the Liberty label. Hungry for Your Love is the name of the tune. I remember I bought that set sail, Buy It Now, I think for about $30 or $25 from Doug Hanners, when Doug Hanners used to put out a set sale list. I used to get that list a little early. Used to buy a lot of records on the list though, and I think I got that from Doug Hanners. Johnny G here on a Saturday spinning these cool 45s. And they don't make records like this anymore, folks. As we continue, we move into 1959. We go back to Detroit with this request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. This is on Robert West's Bumblebee label. And this group's first release came out in 1956 on the Chess label. Then in 1959, they had this release written by group members Robert Spencer and William Weatherspoon. It features Stanley Mitchell on lead. This is on Bumblebee Records from 1959, going out to Big Dave. The Tornadoes. The Tornadoes on the Bumblebee label. It's called Love in Your Life. This is for Big Dave.
nights are long, so long, so long, so long and dreary. They're dreary, so dreary. And your life, it doesn't seem worth a while. Love, yes, in your life.
Yeah, they didn't finish that record right. That's not good how they went out there, but it's a great record, I have to say. That's Stanley Mitchell on lead with the Tornadoes, 1959, on Robert West's Bumblebee label out of Detroit there. Great sound. By request for Big Dave Swinger, Love in Your Life is the name of the tune. Let's stay in 1959 with this request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This great group out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina began recording back in 1951 for Bess Berman's Apollo record label, but then Sid Nathan was able to lure them over to his King label in 1954, and through 1964 they had 28 releases on the King record label. And Edmund requested their 21st on King, a tune written by Floyd Smith, but Johnny Tanner, he's not the lead singer on this. Charlene could not find who was doing lead on this. Maybe Big Dave, you know. March 59, the Five Royales by request for Edmund Williams. The Five Royales on King. It's called Miracle of Love.
Some say she'll love you, and some might say she won't. But please don't believe them. No, please don't. I don't care what they say. I don't care about what they. I'll pray for a miracle of love. Don't ever hurt her, and please don't break her heart. Pray to heaven that you never part. I don't care how they dream, I'm gonna keep her for my queen, and pray for a miracle of love. Miracle of
I think that might be his brother Eugene Tanner on lead there. That's what it sounds like to me. That's going out to Edmund Williams, the Five Royales. Five Royales, nice tune there from March 1959. Sid Nathan's King Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio, song entitled Miracle of Love. I never played that on the show before, but it's been in my collection for years. So many records in my collection I have not yet played here on the program. Let's continue. I have featured this one because it's a great tune as we fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman and move into 1960 now. This is on Buddy Caldwell's V-Tone record label out of Philadelphia, PA, but the group, they are from Washington, D.C., and this is their debut single on the V-Tone record label, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Eugene Williams. This charted number 9 on WAMS out of Wilmington, Delaware. We go to January 1960 and give a listen to the Cruisers. The Cruisers on the V-Tone label for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. It's called If I Knew, for Gordy.
If I only knew love was true, I'd never hurt you. If you still love me so, won't you please let me know? Because I love you so. If I knew your love was so true, I'd never hurt you. Won't you say that you can go with me anywhere? Because I love you so. Standing there looking so shy and trying not to cry. Just one thing I want you to know. If you come back, well, I love you so. Your love was so true. I never hurt you. If you still love me so, won't you please let me know? Because I love you so. Oh, I love you so. Love you. Love you so.
January 1960 release there for the Cruisers. That's their debut single by request for Gordy Freeman. The Cruisers on the V-Tone label. If I Knew is the name of the tune. And for you collectors out there, the true first press is the one you saw there, the black label with the big V-Tone logo, the silver print there. Other variations, the blue label with block print like that. And there's also a blue label with, I think, without that block print, and an orange label too. So a number of variations for that seller there on the Cruisers. That's going out to Gordy Freeman. We stay in 1960 with this request for my number one California listener, Matey Campboy, as this group from Bakersfield, California, their signature song came out in early 1960 on the Milestone record label, a song called Diamonds and Pearls. Last week I featured the flip side of that for, I think, Jim Lampley. What was it called? I Want Something, it was called. which was an okay record, but I preferred Diamonds and Pearls. But they also had a release on the Warner Brothers record label. This charted number 41 on KRLA out in Los Angeles, California. It features Charles Weldon on lead. This is going out to Matey Campboy, November of 1960. The Paradons. The Paradons on Warner Brothers Records. Charles Weldon on lead. It's called Take All of Me for Matey.
Take all of me.
Take all of me. Take my heart and my soul. I am yours forevermore. No, why don't you take all of me?
Take all of me.
Take all of me. Oh, my darling, understand I am yours till the end of time. So why don't you take all of me?
Take all of me.
I don't claim to be a rich man, diamond, pearl, or gold. All I have to offer you, my darling, is love from my heart and soul.
Take all of me.
Take all of me. Take my heart and my soul. I am yours till the end of time. So why don't you take all of me?
Take all of me.
That's going out to Matey Campboy in California. The sound of the Paradons there, November 1960 release. It's on the Warner Brothers record label. Take All of Me is the name of that tune, and Charles Weldon, the lead singer there. Now, Charles Weldon was the brother of singer Ann Weldon. She's got some pretty cool tunes that she's put out with vocal groups backing her up. As we continue here in 1960 for this special request for listener Bob Bosco. He wants to send this song out to his lovely wife Ann, who was celebrating her day after birthday. Well, maybe it's 2 days now. Okay, it's 2 days, because I think it was on the 11th. But today was the 12th, and actually, it was the 12th, and today was the 13th, and now it's the 14th. But it's the only release for this gal. It's a song she wrote. This is on the Dolphin label. The only thing bad about this record is it's a styrene press, and you know Johnny doesn't like styrene 45's, but it's a great tune from 1960 by request for Bob Bosco, sending it out to Ann after her birthday. This is Faith Robinson and group on the Dolphin label. It's called My Birthday Wish.
Don't mind me, it's been too close for presents wrapped with fancy bows. Just give me your heart, give me your love. You're all that I've been dreaming of.
That is a cool tune there by request for Bob Bosco. We're sending that one out to his wife, Ann, for her after-day birthday. There you go. That's Faith Robinson in Group 1960 on the Dolphin label. My Birthday Wish, a record I got from Fred Bond at the Attic. Sold me that 45. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We are joining Oldies and More Radio. I want to welcome you to the program here. Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We're here beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight every Saturday. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime now. Count down the music chronologically here. We are in the year 1960, and we fill a request for listener Paul Greco in Philadelphia. He'll be tuning into this on the archive. Now, last week, I played a request for listener Joe Shacatano, and he requested a song by a group called The Velvets. They were originally out of Farrell, Pennsylvania. I think it was late 1959, that release, on the Plaid record label. A song called Everybody Knows, and it featured lead singer Jerry Stiftinger. But in 1960, late 1960, Jerry Stiftinger re-recorded that song as Jerry Cheryl, Sharell, and he re-recorded it with I don't know if it was the same group or what, but it was a year later, and it came out on Lenny Martin's Atlanta label, which was out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The tune written by Ed Daniels, produced by Willie Fink, and arranged by Lenny Martin. This charted number 39 on WBBW in Youngstown, Ohio. So for Paul Greco, who is going to be tuning into this in the early AM, from November 1960, Jerry, Cheryl, and group on the Atlanta label with the resung version of Everybody Knows. This is for Paul.
Everybody knows that I love you. They all know it's true.
No, it's true
that I'm for you. It's so hard to find a love like mine. Love just comes and goes. Everybody knows. They all know that it's true that I love you. They can see what is happening to me. Everybody knows it's so hard to find a love like mine. Love just comes and goes. Everybody knows.
November 1960 release for Jerry, Cheryl, and group. That's on the Atlanta record label. We'll send it out to listener Paul Greco in Philadelphia there. Everybody Knows is the name of the tune. Also recorded with a group known as the Mark III on the Verve record label, and also a group called the Mainline. No, on Mainline, I should say. Johnny G losing his mind here as we continue here. And we go into 1961 with this request for listener Tom Shaughnessy. This group out of New York City, I'm guessing here. They're called the Yachtsmen. The Yachtsmen. Now, for you collectors out there, this record comes out two ways. It's on the Harglow label. The true first press is the way that I have it, with an address below it, a New York City address below the logo. The second presses of this have no address. But anyway, it's from May of 61. This is for listener Tom Shaughnessy. Let's give a listen to the Yachtsmen. The Yachtsmen on the Harglow label. It's called Our Future.
Our future upland, I hope you understand. As long as I live, I'll be at your command.
Tom Shaughnessy, that's for you. A group called the Yachtsmen, May 1961. It's on the Harglow record label out of New York City. Our Future is the name of the tune, and that's a record I bought from Al Bernard. I hope Al Bernard is doing well. I'm trying to call him a little bit. Got to call him. Got to go visit Al one of these days and see how he's doing. But this group had other releases on the Destiny label. They backed up Bobby Sharp on that label and also Lloyd London. I have those 45's on the Destiny record label. Johnny G here in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get all notifications. You want all notifications. Give me a thumbs up if you like what Johnny G is doing. This is really the only time I get to enjoy my records. I do. As we continue now, and we fill a request for listener Timothy. Although, I don't know if this is out of Los Angeles, Charlene. I mean, at least if it's Morty Crafts. With Morty Craft out in Los Angeles? I don't know. No, it doesn't. Maybe the group is? I don't know. Chet Barnes. Maybe he was out of Detroit. but this is Chet Barnes and the Skylarks. It's on Embassy Records, Morty Craft's Embassy label out of New York City. That makes sense, but I don't know about the group being from Los Angeles. This is from December 61, Embassy Records, Chet Barnes and the Skylarks for Timothy. It's called Every Time It Rains. We don't want any more rain. No more rain. There you go. Timothy, this is for you. Chet Barnes and the Skylarks, Every Time It Rains.
Every time it rains, there's an angel crying. there's a broken heart shouting, sing, why don't you just love me all the time? And why don't you be on your mind? You know, baby, I'll be so satisfied. I never loved so deeply before until you left me and walked out the door. And why did God give me someone like you? Someone to love and no love in return. Every time it lightning, it makes a big flash, just like my heart when it made that big dash. 'Cause it went running to your side, but you just cast my whole heart aside. Oh, baby, what am I to do? Since I lost you, what am I to do? What am I to do? It's thunder and lightning.
As going out to Timothy, the sound of Chet Barnes and the Skylarks. I think that's out of Detroit. I think that group is out of Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. December 61 on the Embassy record label. Every Time It Rains. Boy, did we have a lot of rain here in the Westchester area over the last few days. And today, too. I mean, I don't know what it is with this weather here. Something's going on. But anyway, let's continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. One more in the year 1961. We fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano. We head to Chicago now to Lenny LaCour's Lucky Four record label. And this group called the Swinging Hearts. And the tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Morris Spearman. And I'm featuring the true first press of this. We'll talk about it after I play it. It's from September 61 on Lucky Four Records, The Swinging Hearts for Joe Shacatano. It's called, this is the first title. It's called Say It Isn't So for Joe Shacatano.
I don't know, but I've been told you don't love me. I don't know, but I've been told you don't want me. I don't know, but I've been told, baby, say it isn't so. Ooh, yeah. I don't know, but I've been told, playing me cool, it's going around all over town, that I'm your fool. I don't know, but I've been told, baby, say it isn't so. Ooh, yeah.
Now, baby, this gossip is all over town, that you don't love me no more, and you're gonna put me down. Now, baby, I don't want to believe gossip, so won't you please say it isn't so.
For gossip can be so cruel. For gossip can be so hard.
that's going out to Joe Shacatano, who's not in our YouTube chat room tonight, but he is tuned into the program there. Group out of Chicago called the Swingin' Hearts. Morris Spearman, he's the lead singer. September 61 on Lucky 4. Say It Isn't So is the name of the tune, and that is the true first press for that, because in 1964 the record would be picked up by Diamond Records, and they issued it as Please Say It Isn't So. And when it was re-released, they also re-released it on Lucky 4, and it was distributed by Diamond, and it has a longer title, Please Say It Isn't So. So that's how you know you have an original or a second. Of course, they had other great releases on the 620 record label. My Spanish Love is one that I like by them, and also on Magic Touch Records. Johnny G here in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Let's move into 1962 now with this request for listener Paul Michelle, this group from Jersey City, New Jersey, and this is on a Garfield Ricketts Arawak label, Arawak Records out of the Bronx, New York, and the group is called the DeVilles, and they're doing a cover tune. This was originally done back in 1958 on the Flip label by the Maharajas. A girl group called the Crystals also recorded this on the Aladdin record label also. But or did they do it first? As I'm losing my mind. No, they did it second, I think. But anyway, this is from June 62, the DeVilles by request for Paul Michelle on Arawak Records. It's called I Do Believe, for Paul.
I do believe. Yes, I do believe. I believe. Oh, I believe. Lord above created you for me to love. He picked you out from all the rest because he knew I loved you best. I do believe. Yes, I do believe. Believe the Lord above created you for me to love. He picked you out from all the rest because he knew I loved you best. Once had a heart that was young and gay, and now is gone since you're away. Take care of it as I have done, for you have two and I have none. If I get to heaven, darling, before you're there, I'll write your name on the golden stairs, so that all the angels above, so that they all may see. My darling, just what you're doing to me. Yes, I believe. I do believe the Lord above
As going out to Paul Michel, the DeVilles, with a cover tune there from June 62. It's on the Arawak record label, as I'm these allergies getting Johnny caught up here. Song entitled I Do Believe. I don't know if the Crystals did it first. I thought it was earlier in 57. But Charlene's got here 1958. I don't know. Something might be wrong with that. But also done by the Maharajas on Flippin' 58. And it's also by the girl group The Crystals. Also cover that. Let's stay in 1962 with this request for John Engstrom out of California. I think, John, you're out of California. This is a rare girl group 45, and not many people own this record. I paid a lot of money from Mike Noriega. Mike Noriega supplied Johnny G with two big records. That Showcases on Galaxy was one of them, and this is another one. But I normally play the flip side of this. I still may play it, but this side's okay. As I told John that I would feature it for him tonight. I can't tell you anything about the group, but it's on the Age label. Now, Age Records was owned by Mel London. He owned, what is that, the Elite label? Or was it Elite Records, I think? No, am I losing my mind? The label that the Labradors are on. He owned that label, and he owned this label called Age Records. It's from 62. This gal on lead, her name is Robbie Yates with the Elites. And I think this was the intended A-side. We'll send it out to John Engstrom. The song is called Faith.
So many times hurt and made blue, but still I kept searching until I found you. Oh, made my dream come true. Hurt after hurt, pain after pain. Seemed like my searching was all in vain. Oh, made my dreams come true. I once read a book that was very mysterious and deep. It read that every person born is really only half a person, and to find peace and happiness they must search for their other lost half. Then and only then will they find that true and everlasting love that I have found in you. Life is so evil, faith is so unkind, but you keep on searching and you will find. Oh, will make your dreams, it will make your dreams come
There you go, by request for John Engstrom. That's 1962. Robbie Yates with the Elites. Actually, it's not an old girl group. There's a male voice in there. So there is a male there. I guess John Clemente would say we can't consider that a girl group. Although when Noriega sold me that, he said, Johnny, I got a rare girl group sound here you might like. Again, out of Chicago on Age Records, Robbie Yates with the Elites, a song called Faith. Now, I didn't buy it for that side. And this was a 4-figure record, folks, because he told me Greg didn't even have this record when I spoke to him about it. But this is the side I bought it for this side. It's called Not Anymore. This is the side I bought it for. You can listen to it here. This is 1962 Robbie Yates with the Elites, Not Anymore. This is the side. Go. That is Robbie Yates. Robbie Yates with the Elites, 1962. It's on the Age record label. Not Anymore is the name of the tune here. Let's continue here as we wind down here on the program, and we move into 1963, and we go back. We stay in, what was it? We were in Chicago. We stay in Chicago with this request for Jim Lampley in Texas. And this group dates back to 1959, recording for the Apex record label. And they continued to record, believe it or not, through 1969 for 10 years. Recorded for labels like Pam and Wes and VJ, Abner, OK, Constellation, ABC Paramount, Merewood, Sharp. And they had 2 releases in 1969 on the Bunky record label. Here's their release on the OK label, produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Riley Hampton, and written by group member Millard Edwards. I don't know if he's doing lead on this, though. It's May 63, The Shepherds on the OK label for Jim Lampley in Texas, with a song entitled Walkin'.
Walking with my girl, boom, boom, boom.
May 63 release there for Jim Lampley in Texas. Those are the Shepherds. The Shepherds on the OK record label. Walkin' is the name of the tune. Transitional Sound, 1963. We start to get transitional here. Although we continue here, we go out to Los Angeles, California, fill a request for Omar T, The Sound of East LA. This is a cool two-sided 45 by this duo. They go by the name of Larry and Mike. And this is the intended A side of the 45. And Larry was known as Larry Verne, and Mike was known as Mike Smith. This tune written by Lou Duhigg, D-U-H-I-G, and Ruby Barry, a.k.a. Ruby Duhigg. I guess they got married. Now, this came out on Bonnie Guitar's Piccadilly record label. Bonnie Guitar, she owned a label, Piccadilly Records, out of Los Angeles. Published by her Guitar Music. And it all-star lineup playing on this song, by the way. Leon Russell, he was the pianist. Ray Pullman, he was on guitar. And the bass players on this were Billy Strange, Irving Ashby, and Mel Polan. And Jesse Sales, he's on drums. This charted number 34 on KRLA in Los Angeles, California. We go to November of 1963 for Larry and Mike. We send it out to Omar T. I think you're out in California, Omar T. This is on Piccadilly Records. It's called Queen of the Starlit Dance.
Of the starlight dance, please let me know that I have a chance. I'll hold you tight, it's a heavenly night for love, night for love. Here in my arms, I can feel you sway. While the music plays, never before have I ever been more in love. There's no way I can say what being with you really means. Starlight dance, please let me know that I have a chance. Here you belong while we dance to our song of love, song of love.
That's the sound of East LA here in Westchester County on the Vinyltreasure Show. Larry and Mike going out to Omar T. From November 63 on the Piccadilly record label. Queen of the Starlit Dance is the name of the tune. And that I think they have another one on the Era label in 64. Jerry Diaz sold me that 45 many, many years ago. Let's stay in 1963 with this flip side request for listener Jimmy Amato. We stay out in California. Last week I featured the flip side of this, came out on the Rose International record label. It's another four-figure record. out of Inglewood, California. From April 63, we featured the Pretenders. The Pretenders with Answer to My Prayers. That was on Rose International. I think, Jimmy, you also requested the flip side. It features a Bobby Rose on lead, and this is on his label, Rose International Records, for Jimmy Amato, the Pretenders. It's called Don't Tell a Lie. The Pretenders for Jimmy. Going out to Jimmy Amato, Rare 45 out of Inglewood, California, on the Rose International label, Don't Tell a Lie by the Pretenders from April 1963. Let's go back to Manhattan now with this request for listener Amnon. This group called the Charters, first recording for the Tar X label. They also do a great one on the Alva label, but this is on Sherman Ford Jr.'s Merry-Go-Round label out of New York City, and it's from December of 63. It features a Richie Rios on lead for listener Amnon. These are the Charters on Merry-Go-Round Records. It's called Lost in a Dream. The Charters.
I'm lost in a dream. Please let me hold you tonight. That will make things alright. Come on and hold me and squeeze me. I'm lost in a dream. Tell me your lips are only mine. Tell me they're mine for her lifetime. Come on and hold me and squeeze me. I'm lost in a dream. So hold my hand and let me know that I'm your only man. I say home alone. Well, I want you to
go. That one there going out to listener Mnon from December 1963. Those are the charters on the merry-go-round record label. Lost in a Dream is the name of the tune. Two more 45s to go. Excuse me, before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this one up next goes out to Timothy. As we go back out to Los Angeles, California, and this is a cover song first done by Lee Andrews and the Hearts in 1957. This is on Doug Salma's Miss Julie label, and Doug Salma and Richard Berry and his wife Dorothy Berry, doing their version. Oh, is that who the Tritones are? Wait a second. This group called the Teardrops. They are Doug Salma of Doug and Freddie, and with Richard Berry and his wife Dorothy Berry. So they are a trio here. They're called the Teardrops. This is from April of '64. This is on Miss Julie Records out of Monterey Park, California. So this goes out to a listener, Timothy. The Tritones on Miss Julie and their rendition of the tune Teardrops. This is for Timothy.
Teardrops, 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 teardrops.
I sit in my room looking out at the rain. My tears are like crystals, they cover my window pane. I'm thinking of a lost romance, how it should have been.
Oh, if we only could start over again.
I know you'll never forgive me, dear, for running out on you. I was wrong to take a chance, dear, with somebody new. Well, I'm
lonely and I'm blue, yet I'll try to get along without you.
I've had to gain fame, hope, and charity. God only knows a girl who will love me.
Oh, if we only could start over again. Teardrop, teardrop, teardrop,
There you go. That doesn't sound like a California group, but that's what we got. I don't know. The Tritones there, April 1964. It's on the Miss Julie record label. That's by request for listener Timothy, their rendition of the tune Teardrops. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. I didn't give my email out all night tonight because I was 17 minutes late doing the show. We would have left 17 minutes earlier, but you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is a contact number or email for Johnny G. So if you have a request that you'd like to hear, if I have the 45, I'll feature it for you here either on the Saturday night show or Wednesday night. I received emails already tonight for the Wednesday night show, the Soul Show. So thank you all for that. And as I mentioned before, they pulled down my Wednesday night show, so I can't mute the songs because they're not letting me do it. So you're going to have to go to vinyltreasures.net. You'll see it by month, and you'll see the year, and you'll see, I think I put 60's to identify it. But in case they ever do that, because I don't know what they're going to do. Thursday, I told you, I had to take that Solitaires record out. ridiculous. And they were out today with the most insane songs. And then they leave. So I don't know what their algorithm does, but AI is for the birds. I will tell you that much, because it's only as good as their programmers, and I don't think they're that good. They never answer me. They never get back to me ever, ever, ever. Well, that's the way it is today. But anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. I'll be back next Saturday night, beginning at 9 p.m. till midnight, for more of these cool 45s as requested by you, the listeners. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing here, as nobody does it better. Well, I don't know, maybe people can do it better. I'm just an amateur, folks. I'm just a retired accountant is all I am, trying to collect records and play them and enjoy them. That's all I'm trying to do. But thank you all for being here tonight. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for Matey Campboy as we go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight. We've been to Pittsburgh quite a bit tonight. And this singer's real name is Johnny Greco. No, Dave, not the Johnny Greco you know, but he recorded as Johnny Jack, and he recorded, I think all his releases are on all different labels, and this is the second, well, actually, he had 3 releases on the Lawn label out of Philadelphia. This is his second of 3 on the Lawn label, from 1964, Johnny Jack on Lawn. It's called Forever and a Day, and that's a special request for California listener Matey Campboy. Johnny G's got to go. I am beat. I will see you Wednesday night, some of you Wednesday night, on Oldies and More Radio, and also here on YouTube for the Soul Show. Then I'll be back on Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, our second show. I'll be playing 78s out of my collection, random 78s that I'll pick out probably starting tomorrow for that show. But it'll be on 78s. I was playing around with these turntables. Sounded pretty good, the test ones that I did. I played a birthday song for Bill Olb that sounded good, and I closed with that Charmers, I think, on Timely on that flexi disc that sounded great. So tune in on Thursday afternoon. If not, I'll be back next Saturday at 9 p.m. for more 50s and early 60s vocal group sounds out of my collection. That's it, folks. I'm out of here. Everybody have a safe and happy week. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Matey, Johnny Jack.
I love